to be Diana.
And masculine, I am anything I want. I can teach you, I can love you if you got it going on. If you get it, got it going on. Got it going on.
That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet in fucking ugly shoes.
Hey now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing today? How are you? How are you feeling? Is everything all right? Hello, Governor. Hello, my son. What you think about Stone around? Oh, she's an absolutely treacherous woman. She's ponderous, I say. Where is Tom? You want to throw a question out there? That's a question. Forget all the divorce bullshit. Let's get right into that. Where's Power Hour Tom Bauer? That's what I want to know. All right? He's probably working on another book. He might call me. Maybe not. Might need some info. I might give him the scoop for free. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is this. Let me just say this, folks. There's a lot of hooey going on and a lot of to do with these two. And let me also put this into perspective, okay? There's some bigger things that I'm working on with these two lovebirds. And so, you guys might know this, maybe not, maybe so. I have a Patreon account, and I upload all these older videos that I've done. I upload them there. And in doing that, I am re-listening to all of this information that I've already covered. And it's given me this additional perspective, and it's refreshing my mind with all this stuff. And all of these things are starting to kind of link together. Now, it's showing a much bigger picture. So let me just say this with this whole, story about them going their separate paths and all this other stuff. Let's just zoom out a little bit, okay? Let's just take a little zoom out, right? We're going to go, I don't know, what do you want to do? You want to go 50 feet up in the air? You want to go 100? Huh? You want to go 150? I'll tell you what, let's go 200, baby. Listen, so let's zoom out a little bit, and let's just look at this in perspective. When they did their 2 faux, quasi-fake, wannabe Royal Dollar Tree Kmart version Royal tours, just do the math in your head, okay? When they went to Nigeria, right off the bat, they are already dealing with not one, but 2 guys. One was the Funky Smurf. The other one I referred to as Barbecue. I don't remember their names. I'm sure it's easy to find. The Funky Smurf is the guy in the blue tracksuit. And the Barbecue is the guy standing with them on the runway. He was the guy that provided the jets. And then Funky Smurf was the one going, Meghan, you're so beautiful. Or whatever he said. And then she was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, God, thank you. Oh my God. I'm the princess of Nigeria. I'm so Nigerian. First of all, don't even get me going on that. But my point is this. So they had photo opportunities, and they had people and taking photos, and they took him around, and he saw maybe an alleged hospital that was staged, possibly. I don't know, kind of fake. And then he says to the guy, hey, have you named your leg? This is a guy that works around wounded veterans, and he says this is the incompetent idiot who actually says that to a person injured in a hospital. I mean, if you are dumb as a box of rocks, it doesn't get any dumber than that. I mean, if they knew each other real well and he knew, this person that great, somebody that you just met, you're going to say some crap like that while they're sitting in a hospital bed, allegedly? This guy he's out to lunch. Okay, please. He is uncouth, unintelligent, not bright, and super dim. Okay? And please. Now, think about this. So they were taken to, dinners, and they were shown dances, and they went to schools, and all this other stuff, and all these photo opportunity nonsense, okay? And met all these people, and all of it was for nothing. All of it was for naught. However, right off the bat, they're dealing with people that are criminals. Put a pin in that, okay? This is not a legitimate engagement. Now, they go to Colombia. Same thing. They're getting, the dances and the drums, and they're on the stage, and they're on the, the lunch and the chef and the thing, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Same thing, photos, nonsense, school, kids, blah, blah, photos, nonsense. Okay? Now, that lady, I can't remember what she was she's the vice president or something, allegedly, she was not the most legitimate person either. And both of the countries, Nigeria and Colombia, were upset with the fact that they wasted so much resources on these two that they could have used for the people. But nobody wants to do that because there's no benefit in that, right? By the way, no offense, I heard that the tourism is up 450% at Nigeria and at Colombia. So that maybe it worked. Maybe it was worth it to have these two bird brains there. Now, set that aside. Okay, so zoom out, put a pin in that. Now, you have, okay, keep this in mind, H and M are both on the same page with controlling information. Not just any information, just the information that they don't like, okay? They just want to control what you hear and think, okay? That's all. Just nothing bad about them or whoever they associate with. Now, zoom out on this. H goes and does these things. All of these things, one, by the way, is with Bill Clinton, okay? Keep a pin in that. Don't forget, Hillary Clinton, right? Hillary Clinton flies out to go see Meghan in the UK. Okay? Because they had the same, shared values or whatever. Just let that simmer on the back burner for a minute, okay? Okay? There's a way bigger thing going on right there. Now, H is going to talk at a thing with Bill Clinton. By the way, H is boring. I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm not even trying to be funny. Legitimately. The guy has no speaking skills. He can barely get out the words. You know, he's like, oh, Bugs, you got to play by the purpose. Blah, blah, blah. He reads off a teleprompter. He's boring. His speeches are boring. I mean, the guy would make a mint if he put a sleep tape together. No offense. But he goes and he's talking about, and we landed on the moon in 1960, and then the first car was invented, and then now we're at the internet. Please, I don't even know. This guy, he wants to play volleyball and dick around and all that other shit. Fine, talking to adults, stop it. He would last 6 seconds in the real world. If that. Now, all of the stuff that he did, and then he's at a campfire at night, talking to two individuals in Lethos or wherever the hell he went, and it happens to be being recorded. What a coincidence! And he's sitting there going to town about, the energy is whatever, and it's like, dude, it's at night, you're at a campfire, and it's like, where's all this energy when you're on stage? It's nowhere to be found. Okay? My point is this. There is no reason for Shiesty to be there. There's no events. They're not being catered to. There's no criminals involved, allegedly. There's no benefit. They're not getting their asses kicked. Kissed. They're not getting, she's not doing 7 dress changes a day. There's no photo opportunities. There's no nothing. There's no reason to go. Okay? Now, so he goes and does it. She don't want to go. She don't want to have nothing to do with it. Now, the other thing is this. They're both having a terrible year. She's like, nobody wants to be around her because she's the Markle. However, put a pin in this. She has to do something. The other thing is this. Think about this too. This is how ridiculous they are. She can't even wait till he's done doing his thing for her to do her thing. She's got to try to do it at somehow she's got to even distract from her own person that she's with, allegedly. She's even got to try to take attention away from him, which is beyond reasoning, okay? Which makes 0 sense. Okay? Makes 0 sense. What would make more sense is if he was done and then she went out. That would make more sense because you're still kind of bouncing around, blah, blah, blah. Okay, nope. But what does she do? She goes and talks to little people, which is their thing, okay? And who is that foundation or Girls Inc.? There's one of the people involved is Melinda French Gates. Put a pin in that. So do you think the Clintons and the Gates have somehow similar interests in any capacity. Think about that. Okay? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's how she weaseled her way in. Maybe just keep zooming out. Okay? So my point is this. Now let's get to the divorce. I don't want to say too much. Let's get to the divorce. Okay? So they're both of them separate things. Both of them with individuals that have same interests. Don't forget they're in California, or she's in California at the time, where within a week or 2 weeks of that, the governor, one of the people that is in her circle, or their circle, whatever, he's defended them and their charity, and I've showed you guys that video 50 times. He came out and said that in California, it is illegal to ask for voter ID because it's, somehow, this is discriminatory or something like that. Just do the math on that. It's the simplest thing in the world to go get an ID. There's, DMVs and all this stuff located everywhere. It doesn't cost very much. It's very simplistic to do. Okay? But he's saying that it's illegal to ask for voter ID. Okay, you need an ID for basically anything else, but no, not this. Okay, fine. Think about this. Think about the logic. He's saying that you are so incompetent and stupid that you could not figure out how to get to a DMV, pay the $25 or $30 or whatever it is for an ID, okay? Which most people need at some point in their, at some point in their lives they're going to need, or, during the week. You're so incompetent that you can't figure out how to do that, but you are definitely competent enough to know, what is best for the city, to vote on, what people you'd like to have in offices and elected officials and all this other stuff. You are 100% capable of doing that. You're up and up on all the critical things of the community that you're in and the city and the state that you're in and all these other things. Absolutely. You're 100% proficient in that. However, you're just too stupid to go figure out how to get an ID. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, do you think Clinton's, Newsom, Gates have similar interests? Put a pin in that. Now, we get to their divorce, okay? Just think about this. They love attention regardless of what they say. There is a saying by a certain person that says, you blame them for what they're doing, meanwhile, you're doing it. Okay? This seems to be a very common theme among a lot of people right now. Okay? They throw these things out at you, meanwhile, they're the ones that are doing them. So they say that they don't like attention in the media and all this stuff. Meanwhile, everything has been in the media. They live in the media. He's talking to People Magazine and all Vanity Fair and all these other places. He's on camera doing it. Jimmy Fallon, blah, blah, blah. I could go on and on. My point is this. If they were going to do a divorce, number one, do you think Shiesty would let him get the jump on her? Number two, if it wasn't so amicable for both of them and she wasn't getting everything that she wants, and don't forget, people that are entitled, you cannot, people that are think that they're entitled to things, you cannot quench their entitlement. So Lord only knows what the demands would be for somebody that's entitled. Do you see what I'm saying? So unless it was so amicable for her and him, both ways, it wouldn't happen. And then the other thing is this, she'd be the one that would want to get the jump. If it wasn't amicable, for sure she would want to be the one to get the jump. Be a press conference, her attorney would come forward. This would give her a whole nother venue and a whole nother opportunity to write a book, to go on speaking engagements, to get paid, to do, personal interviews with, all these other, exclusives and all this other stuff with everybody. She'd get, Yoda Jane Pauley would interview her. She'd get Gayle King. Oprah would talk about it. Oh my God, what was it like getting divorced from the royal family? It'd be a whole production, and she could rebrand and relaunch herself off of that just alone. So if you think it's just going to willy-nilly, they're just going to do it, and some person on Twitter is going to have the scoop. And by the way, if you were on, let's zoom out on this. If you had the story, okay? Let's say you had the divorce story. You were the one that broke it. Or you have it. You know this right now. Okay? Would you just say it on Twitter? Or would you call up the Daily Mail? Would you call up TMZ? Would you call up People Magazine? Whoever. I'd call them all. Who's the highest bidder? I've got something here. Blow your socks off. You think I'm just going to release it willy-nilly on Twitter? You think I'm going to go tell some person on any social media site? Or you think I'm going to go get my bag of cash for this information that I'm holding? Think about it. Anyways, hope you guys are all having a great day. Hope that made some sense. Hope you guys zoomed out with me. Went on this little zoom out journey with me. There's a lot more coming down. All right? There's a lot more coming down. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all doing great. You guys all have a fantastic day. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.